The Eagles' offense is inexcusably lackluster, and I truly feel for A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. On one hand, it is Jalen Hurts' fault because he missed multiple touchdowns in this game that could have allowed the Eagles to escape with a win if he made them. It's inexcusable to overthrow Devontae Smith when there's no defensive back within 10 yards of him. It's inexcusable to miss this touchdown to A.J. Brown when you get man coverage and no safety help over the top, and you force an out route late to Jahan Dotson instead that almost turns into a pick six. Ultimately, though, Hurts is not the main problem for this offense, and it's actually pretty clear what's different from last year for them. They just do not have a dominant run game anymore with Saquon Barkley that allows them to maintain control of games this year. He's only averaging 3 yards per carry compared to almost 6 last season, and a big part of that is that they're not pulling off those breakaway runs with him anymore. Last year, it felt like every game he was breaking off a 20-plus yard touchdown run. This year, he hasn't done that a single time. The run blocking itself has certainly regressed, but we know how good Jeff Stoutland is at his job. I'm certainly not going to scapegoat him out of all people. You've got to point the finger at Kevin Patullo because he's the only new figure with a prominent role in this offense. Big thing I noticed schematically is that they are living in shotgun formations on early downs. It feels like the only time they're going under center anymore is to run these gimmicky plays in the red zone, which are cool, but there's a lot more to coordinating an offense than having some sauce like Andy Reid at the goal line. And it's hard to establish an effective run game when you're never going under center. Look at the Seahawks last year. That's why they fired Ryan Grubb and replaced him with Clint Kubiak, and they're thriving now because they're going under center and being more balanced. You cannot run this offense like you're the Bengals with Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts is not that prolific of a passer. He can't put an offense on his back through the air. We know what a well-coordinated offense looks like in Philadelphia that gets the most out of its weapons and doesn't ask Jalen Hurts to do everything for them. Where are the play-action passes? Where are the RPOs? Where is any of the stuff that marries the run and the pass game and puts defenses in actual binds? Right now, everything is so stale and predictable, which is why defenses can hold them in check and the Eagles can never really take control of games and control the clock and hold on to possessions like they did last year. Nick Sirianni might not be calling the plays, but he deserves the blame because he hired Kevin Patullo to be the offensive coordinator and replace Kellen Moore, who they hired out of house. It doesn't seem to work when he hires in-house with guys like Kevin Patullo and Brian Johnson, and that might just be because every time he's more involved in the offense and it's more about what he wants it to look like, it's worse, and that's why he's a flawed offensive mind.